Hey, how y'all doing, everybody? I'm about to show y'all how to take a sway bar link off and take the in and outer tie rods. It's going to be 2-in-1. If you just want to take one off without the other one, you'll know how to take either one of them off. Hold on, here we go. Now what I did was put some vice pries on the back so this boat won't move. Well, the back part won't move, but you can use a hex to put in there and take off the screw. But I think it's easier because everybody don't have the right kind of hex. And a 16 millimeter. My bad, I had to make sure a 17 millimeter bolt socket to take this bolt off, and do the same thing with the bottom, and that's gonna take off your sway bar link. If it's bent down, jack it up a little bit and get it straight. We can slide right on out. Now for the inner and outer tie rod, they usually have a bolt on the back. Look like this one whole piece, but I'm gonna see they usually have a bolt. You loosen up this bolt that's on the back of the outer tie rod, and once you loosen this bolt up, then when you take off this part of the rod, see how many times it takes you to screw it off, and that's how many times you put it back on, and that's where you'll know to bring you close to the alignment. But yeah, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna loosen up this bolt, then you're gonna take this pin out of this here, and hold on. Okay, once you take this cotter pin out, let me show y'all how it comes out. This is what it look like. This is another 17 millimeter. Use that same 17 millimeter socket, and you can take this bolt off. You might have to tap it right here if it's still jammed in, or you can use a fork to pry it apart from the knuckle. Okay, y'all, after you remove the bolt, you want to tap it, hit it right here with a little maul on the knuckle, and it's going to drop down, or you can use a fork and it'll drop down. Okay, once you tap it on the knuckle, it's going to fall right out like this here. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you count the times you unscrew this, but that will be the next thing you do. But the bolt is seized on there. Instead of me going through the formality trying to unseize this bolt, the part that I have for it is exactly like this here. So what I'm gonna do, and if your part is exactly, you probably can do this here as well. I'm gonna count the grooves all the way up to the bolt. You know what I'm saying? To see how far I need to put my new bolt, and how far I can put my outer tie rod in. But only if you don't have the access of taking off the bolt. If it's seized on there, it's been on here for a long time. It'll save you some time. If you got the same, it got to be the exact same inner tie rod though, exact same for you to do that. If not, then you're gonna have to heat the bolt up and take it off. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the clips off of this boot. You got one in the front, and you got one towards the back of the end of the boot. You'll see it. You take both of the clips off the boot, so you can slide the boot back to get to the inner tie rod. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see the clip, but this is the clip right here that you're gonna take off the back. Right here. Okay, once you slide your boot back, this is what you want to be taking off. You want to turn that this way if you're on the driver's side. What I use is, a monkey wrench to turn it. It might be a little tough, but you'll be able to turn it. Okay, when you take it out, you're going to have a little piece. Your new one should come with this little piece right here. If not, you can take this one off and put it on the new one. Once you unscrew it out, when you put it back together, the first thing you want to do is put your boot on, slide your boot on the tie rod, on the inner tie rod. Then you put your bolt on there that you take off. The next thing you do is you screw this back into, you screw it back in with this thing here on there, and you can strap your boot back up in the back and the front. And they should give you some zip ties, or give you the little metal clamps to put on the back and the front. And then once you do that, then you put your outer tie rod on. tighten your bolt up that you put on, and tighten it up behind the outer tie rod, and just reverse the process. Just remember those steps and you should be okay. And that's how you take off a sway bar link in an inner and outer tie rod on any vehicle. And if you like what I'm doing, if you're okay with my work, if you want to see other things, subscribe. Go to my bio and subscribe to my YouTube. Love y'all. Have a nice day.